The usual, you know.
You back for the day now?
No, I've got to pick a load up and run car at 2.
Oh, where are you taking that to?
Warrington. Who you writing to?
Oh, Jeff. Tell him about my good news.
What news is that?
About me going to college.
He'll be made up for you.
Will you be back for your tea?
I got a pie or something on the road.
Well, I could cook something for you. I'll be cooking anyway.
I've been talking to Sam and Katie about this teacher training business.
Oh, right. You can talk to them about it, but not to me.
Do you reckon we should talk about it?
And what do you think?
I don't know what to think anymore.
Well, just try putting it into words.
Chris, you know what I'm like?
Come on, I'm not going to give you marks out of 10 for eloquence.
There you go for a start. That's a word I'd never use, is it?
Eloquence.
Starting to sound like a teacher already.
Frank, you know what eloquence means.
Yeah, but it's not a word I'd use, is it?
That doesn't mean to say I can't use it when I'm talking to you. I mean, if I didn't use big words when I talk to you, that would be a patronising way to carry on now, wouldn't it?
There you go again. There's another one, patronising. That's a word I wouldn't use.
Frank, if that was a question on Blockbusters and some snotty grammar school kid said, can I have a P-bob, you'd answer it quickly enough.
So, when does all this teacher training business start then?
Next September.
What's wrong with now? It's only October.
Well, even though I'm going as a mature student, their intake times are still geared up to teenagers who finish their A-levels and they're starting college in the autumn.
Gonna feel a bit old, aren't you, surrounded by all these teenagers?
No. I don't see why I should.
So the education system's crying out for middle-aged women, is it?
Was mentioned at the interview, yes. They're quite keen to balance out young people straight from school with older people. With people who've got children of their own. People who can bring the benefit of their experience to bear, yes.
So why do you have to go to college to learn how to teach?
Well,
you can do it or you can't. I'd have thought.
Well, number one, you have to extend your knowledge of your own subject. And apart from that, half the course is education. There's the history of education, the sociology, the psychology of education, and then there's philosophy.
I suppose you don't find time to teach you how you're supposed to make a class of 16-year-olds shut up in the middle of a riot, do they?
Frank, if you've got any sensible, intelligent questions you want to ask me about this course, I'll only be too happy to answer them.
All right. There's a sensible question. Did he teach you how you're supposed to find time to run a family and a home while you're learning all these ologies?
I wouldn't be the first woman if Fancy has to cope with that situation.
Fair enough. So when you spent every minute of the day learning how to train people and teach people and run your family and look after your kids, when did he say you should find time to run a relationship with your husband?
Well, I think it's generally accepted that partners need to be supportive.
I've been supporting this family for 18 years. How supportive did he want me to be?
I meant supporting me when I'm doing the course, not supporting me financially.
There's another word I'm not using properly. So want me to go and stand at the back of the class?
Oh, hello, love. Could you just hold this ladder for me for a minute?
Yeah, sure. Frank, I'm not asking you to jump for joy because I've achieved something I thought I never could. I'm not asking you to put a sign up saying, well done, Chris. I've never expected that. I've never asked you to say, well done, Chris. Sammy's reached her first birthday. Well done for keeping her happy, healthy and alive. Well done for teaching her to knock a tower of bricks over. I just wanted you to be pleased for me because for 18 years we've been such a part of each other. All I wanted was to get the feeling that you might be a little bit proud of me.
I've got a load I need picking up. I better go.
Nice day for it, Frank.
What would you know about it?
You're late. And if you're late again, you're sacked.
I know, my bus never came.
I've been sat here like an unemployed window cleaner touting for work.
I've got some meat and potato pies.
Oh, sound, I'm starving.
For Leo and Gemma's tea.
Oh, all right, man.
Oh, come on, we're supposed to be helping Mick out that line about making the place look untidy. He's got enough problems at the moment without having to do the hoovering. Come on, we're going to polish this place from top to bottom.
Ooh, Bagsy polishing the bottoms.
You've got about as much chance of walking on the moon as you have of polishing my bottom. Oh. Now, come on, I want this place sparkling by the time Mick gets home. You can start by polishing the inside of all the windows.
Oh, now, have you seen the state of me chamois?
I had a pair of knickers like that once.
Yeah, but you didn't used to clean the windows with them, though, did you?
Not while I was wearing them.
Hey, what have you got for our tea, anyway?
Steak and kidney.
Oh, yes, get in there. I bags the crusty one.
Another thing we owe Barry for.
You know what having this on the back of the house means, don't you? Sinbad's going to be moaning at us for us to double his money.
Look, I've got to go, Terry. I'll see you later.
You going into work?
It's where I normally go every day, isn't it?
Have you asked for that move away from Graham yet?
Not yet, no.
Why not?
Well, it's not that easy to see the senior partners. They're very busy people. Look, I've got to go.
See ya.
Terry, I'm working late tonight.
By yourself?
Probably not.
Is you know who going to be there?
I haven't got a clue.
Well, I hope not.
Well, it shouldn't make any difference to me even if he is. If he works late, he works late. It's a fact of life. He works in the same office as me. I've got to accept it.
It's what kind of facts of life he's interested in that worries me.
Oh, that's very trusting.
Who of?
Of me.
Why feeling guilty?
What of?
I wouldn't know, would I? I'm stuck in my little cab all day. I don't know about office flirtations.
Who's been flirting?
I don't know.
Terry, there's a guy who works for the same firm as me. He fancies me, that's all.
And you don't fancy him?
Of course I don't.
Even if it's good for your career?
Working hard and keeping myself to myself is good for my career.
And he fancies you just like that?
Terry, I work in a solicitor's office, not a brothel. You can't keep throwing Martin back in my face.
Well, he was ill, wasn't he? He was good for your career.
We've said all there is to say about all that.
So you say, but how do I know Martin wasn't the first in the line of fellas he'd end up going off with?
I'm not going off with anyone, Terry. We've said all there is to say about that.
How do I know that?
Terry, forget Martin. Forget the idea of me going off with any fancy man, because I'm not. It's all in your imagination. This is the real world, Terry. And whether we like it or not, I live in it. You can't keep me chained up at home. The guy fancies me. Now, you can either go round there and break his legs for him, or you trust me, and you leave it up to me. He fancies me, okay? I can handle that like any other woman in the same situation. Every time he looks at me or tries anything, I just stonewall him. You'll get the message soon. I mean, that's what happens in the real world, Terry.
Suppose so. But maybe breaking his legs would give me more satisfaction.
I'm going off to work now. You needn't worry about me. I'm not going to come back covered in love bites or anything.
Well, this has got to be the most interesting job in the world, hasn't it?
Well, it's got to be done.
Oh, you want big shops do all this on computers now?
Look, we're not a big shop, are we?
Aye, where's my dad anyway? Thought he was supposed to be helping us today.
Hey, you can't have a go at your dad not pulling his weight. He's exhausted. He's been down here some nights till midnight. Make sure everything's ready for the grand opening.
Yeah, so where is he now?
He's chasing his tail trying to get the best deals he can from the wholesalers we'll be using. Getting the right deals can make all the difference to our profits, you know. You've got a lot to learn about running a shop.
God, I'm really looking forward to it.
Wonder who the celebrity is he's getting to open the shop.
I don't know, he probably won't tell us till a day.
He told me his red rum yesterday.
He told me it was Shergar.
Probably got some cheap comedian or someone from the club that he knows. Excuse me, girl. What are these doing in the bin?
Well, it's where they belong, isn't it?
What are you going to wear in the meantime?
Well, I'll just have to get a new pair, won't I?
Well, thank you very much for telling me and not asking me.
Yeah, well, I can't go both in bare feet.
Well, you can still get a bit more wear out of these.
Oh, come off it, Mum. I feel how thin the soles are. I mean, I can feel the cracks in the pavements. Tell you what, after school I could go down to town and get a new pair if you like.
Oh, yeah, just like that. Have you any idea how much it's costing us to get this shop ready for the opening? There's going to be all kinds of people sniffing around. We've got to get everything just right, and that's costing us the earth.
Oh, yeah, and I'm really going to show you up walking around in them, aren't I? I mean, I'd look dead smart in a new pair.
Well, can't you just wait a couple of weeks until we've got some money coming in?
Oh, all right, Mum, all my mates are laughing at me.
Well, you'll just have to put up with it.
Hey, I thought so. People always went on about looking after your feet when you're young. I mean, these can't be doing me any good.
All right, I'll have a look and see what I can see for you.
Well, how will you know which ones I want? You'd have to come to shopping with me to have a look.
Look, love, do you know how busy I am? If you were worth your salt as a daughter of mine, you'd be pitching in and helping me out more, not causing me all this aggravation when I could at least do with it.
Yeah, but how will you know?
Use your imagination. Go into town, get a brochure, or show me some picture from a magazine. I don't care, it's you that wants them.
Well, why don't you just give me the money?
Because I want to see what they are and how much they cost.
But I know how much they cost.
How much?
They're only $69.99.
60 what? That's a penny short of 70 quid.
Yeah, and that's how much things cost these days.
For a pair of trainers.
Well, that's quite cheap, actually, because some of them cost over 100 quid.
And not in this house, they don't.
Here he is. Hey. All right, mate. What's your race home to your house?
You stand no chance.
Oh, go away. I'll give you the 10-mile start.
We've all been given letters to give to our mums.
Yeah, well, I think we'll give it to your dad instead, eh? It'll be home in time to say goodnight, all right?
You ready? Marks. Set. Go!
Lovely. Take it to your mum. Bye. Come on, kids. Come on, children. Bye.
Come on, gorgeous. Let's chase the boys home, eh? Come on. Got there?
Chauffeur's arrived.
Hey, I'm way off finishing.
How long are you going to be?
At least half an hour, maybe a bit longer.
All right, well, I'll go and fill up with petrol or something, then, eh? How's the Conservatory getting on, Sue?
Fine, thanks.
We'll have to have a glass house warming party or something, won't we? Right, I'll see you in half an hour.
It's not a bad little house, really, is it?
I know, I can't believe it's going to be ours.
No, well, the mortgage company like, innit?
Oh, no, but that's not as romantic, that, is it? Do you think we'll be able to afford the conservatory one day?
If we save up. What's up?
I wasn't going to say anything.
What?
It's just Sue and Terry. I overheard them having this terrible row at lunchtime. It really scared me.
Why?
I don't know. It was just the way he was shouting at her. I was frightened for her. Will you promise me something?
Of course I will.
I promise you'll never shout at me like that.
No.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I've not time to make anything for tea. Will a sandwich do?
That's all right, and I'm not hungry.
You look as though you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders there.
I got broad shoulders.
We used to talk about our problems at one time. We used to share them.
I was thinking about this morning. About what you were saying, and it's been going around in my head all day. And I come around to thinking, if you want to go and try and be a teacher, well, good luck to you. But then I was worried. After walking out on you, I thought if I say it now, you won't believe me. You'll just think I was saying to keep the peace.
I believe you.
I was going to say it anyway. Honest. I think you make a good teacher.
Why?
Because you believe in yourself. And given the chance, I think you make the kids believe in themselves. I hope it goes well for you.
Since you've been dead good and you've had all your tea, you get a big treat. You know what it is? Do you know what it is? You get to be my cushions while I have a kip.
Just tightened up in there, you lot. Your dad will be back in a minute. We can play outside.
Oh, come on then. Outside, 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 outside. And don't let the granny witch get you. See you later. I don't know.
How can two kids that age and size be so exhausted? I hate washing up.
Do you want to know something?
You're going to tell me, aren't you?
I hate washing windows.
Oh, you're not getting allergic to your chamois, are you?
It's just staring at your reflection all day.
You never polish windows that hard.
Well, it's like you're just getting a good sweat on, and then there you are, staring back at yourself.
What's wrong with that?
It's like when you go browsing around all these posh modern shops. You've got mirrors all over the place.
You should stick to the markets.
Why do they think that people want to stare at themselves in mirrors all day when they should be shopping?
What's wrong with looking at yourself in the mirror?
Depends if you like what you see, doesn't it?
Oh, you're not getting a complex, are you?
No, but I mean, don't you ever feel like that when you're standing in the mirror and looking at yourself and you're in your neck?
Oh, I try and avoid it.
Well, that's what I mean. So you're standing there and then you think, I wish that coach load of nudists to get out the way so I could look at myself. But it's you, isn't it?
Everyone wishes they were perfect. It's just human nature, I suppose.
It's like when you're looking at yourself after a bad night on the ale. I mean, I look like one of Frankenstein's rejects sometimes.
No, you don't.
No, but I mean, don't you ever feel like that, though?
Are you insinuating I'm fat and ugly?
Nah, I'm not really talking about you, am I? I'm talking about me. Let's face it, I'm not going to win any prizes for being tall, dark and handsome, am I?
Even Quasimodo found someone to love him.
What happened to him? You haven't, well, has anyone ever whispered those three little words to you?
Which ones?
Well, you know, the ones about, you know.
Oh, you mean like intrauterine device?
Oh, he must. Ever thought of writing for Mills and Boone? No, I mean, has anyone ever told you that they love you?
Only me mum, when I was little.
Oh, so you haven't got some big 9-foot linebacker tucked away somewhere then?
Not that I know of. Why?
Well, I was just thinking, I mean, here we are, you know, playing happy families.
So?
Well, I wouldn't like some big mean machine to come round and get the wrong idea.
What about you? How do I know someone isn't going to come round and scratch my eyes out? How do I know that you haven't got some gorgeous little Madonna tucked away somewhere?
Me? No chance of having a tin of pilchards tucked away somewhere.
You are a case.
Simba, can we bounce on your head again?
Well, only if you say please, you horrible little smurfs.
Please?
Go on, you persuaded me. Go and get the cushions ready.
Yes.
Am I a nice case or a nutcase?
You're just a head case.
There'll be a squashed head case by the time these two are finished with me. OK, then. Which one wants the first bounce?
Me! He said me.
You working late?
10 out of 10 for observation.
Not rushing off to the bosom of the family.
No.
Anything I can help with?
No, thank you.
I'd like to help.
No, thank you.
We could get it done quicker and then go for a drink.
Graham, I'd rather go for a drink with a slug than you. From my garden. A fat, black, slimy slug. The type when you tread on them, all their disgusting insides come squirting out. I'd rather talk to a slug than talk to you. In fact, when it comes down to it, I'd rather kiss a slug than kiss you. In fact, now we're really being honest. If you come near to me once more, this time I'll walk through that door and talk to the senior partners about you. And we'll use some nice, cosy little terms, won't we? Like, sexual harassment. And when they've sacked you, I'll take you to court to keep you away from me. That'd look really good on your CV, wouldn't it? Now, why don't you just run off home?
Sue.
Go on, run along.
You can't just tell me to go.
Why not?
Because you mean more to me than anything else in the world.
Why don't you just go home and buy yourself a dirty magazine or something if you're that desperate?
Good night, Graham.
They're nice, aren't they?
Just look like trainers to me.
Yeah, but they make you look dead smart.
So does combing your hair, but a comb doesn't cost 70 quid.
Yeah, but wearing these shows that you care about the way you look. I mean, when we were young, you were always going on about wanting us to look dead smart.
Yeah, but £70 is a lot of money, Jackie.
But Mum could get a Saturday job. Then you could lend me the money now and I could pay you back.
Well, you won't have time for that. Your dad's expecting you to work in here, you know.
For free?
No, not exactly. He'll pay you a fiver and you know some sweets or something.
Mum, that's slave labour, that.
No, it's not. It's called helping in a family business.
Yeah, but Mum, I don't want to work here. I mean, I was going to get a job in town in a record shop or a clothes shop or something. I mean, I can earn over £20 a day in one of those. I mean, why can't my dad just get a shop assistant to work here for a fiver?
Well, you'd never get anyone to work for that price.
Yeah, so why should I?
All right. I'll do a deal with you. When your dad comes back, you talk to him and tell him you do the first few Saturdays for free, and I'll see about getting some trainers. Is that a deal?
Done. You sounded just like my dad then.
Hey, this is between you and me only, all right?
Yeah, no problem.
Offer Sue a lift, will you?
Why?
I'll tell you later, just ask her.
Sue, do you want to lift home? We can drop you off somewhere.
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Well, I'll save you going home by yourself, that's all.
I prefer to go home by myself, thanks. See you.
Are you sure?
Why shouldn't I be?
What about, you know, Graham?
What about him? Bye.
Come on then, give us a kiss.
Oh, I'm not in the mood. I'm worried about Sue and this pervert over here.
Why, like?
Well, this Graham's been crawling all over her for the past few weeks. Anyway, she really tore him to pieces tonight and he went off in a real temper. He's got a load of these at his desk. What do you think?
Well, why are you worried about these?
I don't know, just in case he's weird or something.
He's probably not weird. He's probably just in love, isn't he? Anyway, come on.
What happens if he starts following her home?
Look, everything will be all right, I promise.
I hope so, because he's trouble, you know. I'm sure of it.
Mother Love speaks words of wisdom to those guilty of misdeeds in Forgive or Forget after the break.